American Dream training, okay? Because we train and we train hard so that when it's time to actually trade, we know what the hell we're doing.
You have now stumbled into AmericanDreamTrading.com, where we trade shares and options. I will show you about swing trading, long-term trading, dividend stocks, high-yield income stocks, covered calls, cash secure puts, diagonal and credit spreads, debit spreads. I will teach you everything there is to know about the entire market. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I can't believe I get paid to help all of you get paid. This is such a wild thing.
Welcome to American Dream Trading's The Aftermarket Live Chat and Watch Party. I'm your host, J&J Video Reacts, and this is the stream, not a stream, the stream that has been created by traders for traders. Just kick back, relax, enjoy yourself, have fun, and talk about your day trading in the stock market, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Ugly. So, hopefully you guys did good today. We got the last show of the week. We are on our 80. Which one is this one? I know, I should know it right off the top of my head because we're coming up 87, gang. This is our 87th episode. Woo! Yes. If you have been coming every day, thank you. You are amazing and I love you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your support. 87 shows and we are on our way to our 100th episode. I'm so excited about that. It's going to be a fun episode. I want to give a shout out to everybody who always comes in here and hangs out. Mark McSee, everybody, Ted, Bucket, Ralph, everybody, Christina, you name it, Gilly, You know what I'm saying? Ariel was coming in here. Victoriano. I love you guys. Thank you so much. Bucket. Thank you for so much. Hamilton. You know, Hudson's been up here. Bubbles. You know what I mean? We've had people coming up here who always contribute. You know, I'm trying to think, did I forget anybody? If I did, I apologize. I love you just the same. Ed's new. Ed's been coming up here. You know what I mean? So, you know, from time to time it switches up. But thank you guys for coming and hanging out. I really appreciate it. Chris D's been up here. TJ's been up here. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's kind of had a chance up here and kind of hung out. But let's get some new people. Let's get the Miguel Laras and the Normans, and you know, let's get it. We've got DJ Vinny up here. You know what I mean? Let's get them and some more people up here to join them. That's what this is all about. You know, we need to be able to come in here and just relax and talk about everything, not just trading, but mostly trading. You know, if you got something on your mind, hey, that's what we're here for, to share, right? That's what Coach has done. He's created a group of people helping people. And speaking of which, shout out to Coach. Listen, he comes in whether he's well, sick, it doesn't matter. No sleep for the weary, baby. No rest, no days off around here. All right. And Coach is the epitome of that. And we all try to emulate him. Shout out to Coach Chad W. Christian, who is the owner and CEO of American Dream Trading, to which we all belong. We are his sheep, and some of us are his shepherds as well. So we watch over the flock. We help people who need help. You know what I mean? And those of us that have moved up a little bit through the ranks and have gotten a little bit closer to him know that all he wants is the best for this group. All he wants is the best for you guys. Okay. He just wants you to succeed. That's all. That's it. That's what's in it for him. He's not in this for the money. He's in this to see that you succeed. And in that, he gets rewarded. You know, that's how businesses are. You know, if they fill a need and they are very good at filling that need and have excellent customer service and care about people, and people can tell when you really care about them and when you're just full of bullshit. Okay. So people can tell when you really care. And one thing that was true in sales, people don't care how much you know. Stop rattling off shit. People don't care how much you know until they know how much you actually care, and he cares. So that's why we love him. And shout out to you, Coach. I hope you're feeling better, bro. He teaches us, guys, how to get in trades, out of trades, and everything in the middle, okay? Even though we don't diddle in the middle. And he's been trading for 30 years. It's a lot of screen time, guys. It's a lot of screen time. No wonder, screen time. No wonder he can call the shots the way that he does, okay? So if you want to learn how to trade like that and not just be a little call-out chaser, that's not what we do. We don't chase call-outs. We actually trade. We're not handed fish. We are taught, like my fly fish, we are taught how to fish, okay? So with that being said, there are 3 links in the description of this video and also in the live chat. Thank you, Miranda, for always being here on time, more on time than I am, and putting them in. Well, you know, I'm fiddling around and doing stuff in the background, getting out of the Zoom call, like this stuff. But I need to be doing it a few minutes earlier, right? But, you know, I always like to get in here. I'm in here at 4:30. I just kind of like to let people, you know, filter in a little bit. I like to give it to like 4:35, let people get a chance to kind of come from a Zoom call and come from what they're doing. Maybe they're eating dinner, or maybe they just want to support us and turn it on and, you know, and then go off and do whatever it is they're doing and just listen in the back. So I like to give it a few minutes. Not that I'm late. I am here at 4:30 and just, you know, but because you can tell because I'm changing the things that are on the screen. You know what I mean? So, but I do that to let people filter in, and that's what's up. So, but with that being said, 3 links. And let's not forget the housekeeping. Also, don't forget to smash the like button. Okay, smash that like button. Where's my little thumbnail up here? Okay, so hit the like, share the stream, and subscribe. We are trying to get Coach to 10,000 subscribers sometime this year. Okay, and right now we are sitting at 9,374. So we've only got 620. So some of you remember when we were in the 8,000 range. So we have come up. So give yourselves a round of applause for that. You guys have really added to his number, and I'm sure he appreciates it. And we are working our way towards that. We're under 700, guys. Look at that. Pretty soon we'll be under 600. I remember when that was still over 1,000 to go. So now look at that. We've literally almost put 400 to his total, and we're almost there. So let's keep the momentum going. We're gaining about 10 new subscribers a day. Okay, so at that rate, we'll be there before you know it. So yeah, that's about 300 a month. In the next 3 months, we should be there, right? Next 3 to 6 months, we should be there. So, and that means summertime we'll be there. Maybe by my birthday we can hit it. July is my birthday. So let's make it a pact to try to at least hit it way before that. But if we can hit it by then, that would be fantastic. With that being said, don't forget, we like to go over rules, but I'm not going to do that yet because I don't have Mark McSee is in the backstage and I don't want to keep him waiting back there forever. So the 3 links are, number 1, AmericanDreamTrading.com. Okay, that is where you will go to become a member of this group. You know you want to become a member, but don't just become any member, become a VIP member. Get your VIP membership. I think they sold off the last lifetime membership. You could have gotten that, and if you didn't get it, I'm sorry. But if it's still left on the website, that is where you will go. Miranda has so graciously put the link in the top of the live chat. Thank you once again, Miranda, and I have pinned it to the top of the chat so that you don't have to search and scroll and all of that. Just go to the top of the chat, and it is there. Go to AmericanDreamTrading.com and get yourself signed up. With the VIP membership, you get things like hot stock picks. In the morning, we make money as soon as the market opens, okay? With our pre-market group with Mark McSee and Nate, who is a millionaire 4 times over. We're trading with a millionaire in the pre-market, guys. Then Coach comes in. That makes 2 millionaires, all right, that's trading with us. Not to mention the fact that Coach, within this group, has created over 10 millionaires. Count them. 10 millionaires have been created from American Dream Trading. He has retired over 80 people at this point. And these are the people that we know about. There are people, I'm sure, that you don't know about that are millionaires that have retired because they're shy. They don't want to come up and tell and put their business out there. So those are just a few that we know about, all from what they've learned from Coach. So I am being successful. Mark is being successful. Nate, we know, is being successful. We got Jimmy, Brady, Eric Smoto. Let's go, Eric Smoto. Eric Smoto is killing it. Okay. Bruno is killing it. Everybody that is in the VIP membership and is learning directly from Coach is doing well. If you want to do well, you got to do the same thing. You got to invest in your future. So that's where you do it. Go to AmericanDreamTrading.com. The second link, come on up here and tell your story. If you made money in the market today, come on and tell. Did you make money on Meta today or Nvidia or SPY? Come on, talk to us. Let us know what happened because they blew up. They blew up. They all the way up. They blew up. This is blaming on the raw vegan. I am going on 3 weeks now. Sunday makes 3 weeks for me. I have not gone straight raw vegan for more than 2 weeks at a time. I am now in my 3rd week, and Sunday will be completely my 3rd week done. My wife is a vegan coach, and she's very excited about that. She's been trying to get me to do raw vegan for a month, and I'm finally coming up on that. So, and I'm just going to continue it. Monday, I'm going to start my workouts back like I used to do them. So that, and coupled with working out, look out. You think I'm energetic now? Forget it. I'm going to be off the chain. Okay. You won't be able to stand it. I tell you that. All right. So 3rd link is for yours truly. That is the tip jar link. If you feel like I'm doing a good job, if I'm doing a good job hosting a show and showing trading view indicators and Carter's videos and things like that and keeping the energy up, give me a tip in the tip jar, man. Show some appreciation by hitting me off with a couple dollars over there. $2 or $3. It's not much to you, but it helps me keep my lights on. So for those of you that constantly tip, thank you so much. I'm going to go ahead and give a shout out to Diesel Dan because he has always got a little something in there for me every night. So thank you, Diesel Dan. I love you, brother. I appreciate you. Thank you. For those of you that can't, I understand. But for those of you that can, you are much appreciated. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. So with that being said, hopefully I'll get a couple sympathy tips for the faux pas that was happening today. I can't believe I did that. Let me get Mark up here so I can eat crow. Not eat crow, but You know what I mean, because he's gonna hammer me for it. Let's see. I can't find my cursor. Okay, here we go. Is he there? Is that a hat? Oh, guys. He's got a hat on, and I like it. I think it's really cool. Hold on. Here we go. Here we go. Wait a minute. Are you guys ready? Coach, see, this is where the sound effects need to come in, man. I need to have a drum roll. Come on, man. Come on. Hook me up with the sound effects, dude. Look at this guy. Look at this guy, huh?
Don't you have a full drum kit behind you? You can do your own drum roll.
You know what? I was getting ready to compliment you. I'm not saying shit now. I mean, I do have a snare drum back there.
You need one.
Mark's hat.
Yeah, you need a sound machine.
That would have been the perfect opportunity for you. Mark, that is sharp, man. I love that. That when I do this, I'm looking up at the screen.
I gotta wipe my screen off. I got so much dust on my screen.
Dude, mine is work. That is really cool. You can wear a good hat, dude. The goatee, the glass. I mean, seriously, you got the whole Sean Connery thing going on. That's why I had to look for
okay.
All right. Look, I don't want to get in trouble with your wife or mine. Okay.
Calm down. I'm taking.
Okay, all right. So am I. Let me relax.
Oh well.
But what are we gonna do, right? So how'd you do today? You know what I did.
You did good.
Let me hear it. I know what you did.
Come on. I've been talking up Ford lately for small accounts.
Okay.
And I've been watching, because we had a member last week or so. He posted he made 140%, and I'm like, yeah, why ain't I looking at that? And it's happened like 3 or 4 or 5 times since then that it's had good runs, up or down. So
I've been in it all day.
Yeah. So I was going to do Ford, and then I was like, well, it was doing this at the start, and I'm like, eh. So I ended up jumping to SPY. I had this morning during the pre-market, during some of the lulls, I cleared my chart SPY because I don't trade it anyway. I'd probably be lucky if I traded SPY 5 times because it ripped my face off when I first started trading. Didn't know any better. I still don't, but so I started with a fresh chart today, and I had all my support resistance lines on there, and I'm like, okay, I can see where this is going. And it came down, hit I don't know if it hit a double bottom. I don't remember. It hit bottom on a support. I'm like, as soon as this turns green, I'm jumping in. That's what I did. And I wrote it from 9, quarter till 10, which kind of made me nervous because I keep saying 10 o'clock. I'm not jumping in before 10, but I'm like,
Yeah.
All the stars were lined up. All the indicators were good. It said go, go, go. So I jumped in, and it started to pull back right after I got in. I'm like, oh, no, dummy, idiot. Jumped in before 10 o'clock. Why would I break my own rule? Anyway, it worked. It pulled back. It wasn't very long. It was maybe, I don't know, 10 minutes. So I wrote it all the way up. I got in, and I think my cost was $1.37, which was kind of expensive for SPY today.
Yeah, it was.
When I first seen it, I'm like, well, maybe it'll be cheaper at 10, but yeah, I got it.
One in or one out?
Just
or 2 out or 2 in?
No, just one. And I never go out farther. I've done it before. I don't like how slow it moves.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I got in. My cost was $1.37. In other words, $137 per contract, and I got out at $3.95. It went up over 4, and then it pulled back, and I got like, that was after, what time was it? It was noon, and I was, it's the same day contract, it expires at the end of the day, so I'm like, I'm just going to get out of this, take my profit. So I did, but then it went up. Heck, it went up another 40 cents a share after that. I'm like, whatever,
How many contracts?
5, just 5. I made
just 5.
I made $1,290.
Woo!
5 contracts. So I was kind of. I wanted to.
3 times in your daily amount that you used to require. You catch that?
Well,
used to require for yourself, dude. And you've
been
doing it consistently.
I wanted to go 10, but I wasn't confident in myself with SPY, but I just don't do it. You know what I mean? I was scared.
If you're in it, you're already in it with 5.
I'm not putting 5 more. I don't do that. I don't add in. I never do. Whatever I go in with, that's what I ride with. Whoever I bring to the dance, that's who I take home. So,
Good
yeah.
job, Mark.
Yeah,
Good job, baby.
yeah, I could have. I wanted to play safe, just be
Dude, I
safe,
got you. I got you.
And it had some pullbacks on, it had some pullbacks, but it never, once it started, once it started going, it stayed above the 9 EMA most of the way. I mean, it
Yeah,
always stayed away. I mean, I was way above VWAP once it took off, but yeah,
right.
yeah, scared what coach say. What's coach say?
Scared money
Scared
don't make
money
no
don't
money,
make no
baby.
money. Yeah,
No, 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 it don't.
that's all right.
But you
Well,
know what?
it's
You
Friday,
still killed
options
it.
Friday, kind of,
Yeah,
you
you
always
still
have that
killed
in
it.
the back of your mind. And,
Part of me,
everything went to the moon yesterday, and I was like, oh, it's going to be a giant pullback, but it didn't. It went even higher.
part of me is
So,
giving you shit because I'm jealous because I made a stupid ass mistake. All
yeah.
right, I go in. I listened. I took your advice. I went to Ford this morning when everybody was flying off the handle at Meta. I took the headset off. I could hear it through the headset sitting on the table. And I said, I'm going to go look at Ford today, right? And see what the hell's going on over there, right? So I charted it out. And I said, okay, I see where it bottomed out at. I see several levels here.
Yep.
And I see where it topped out at. Okay, I got you for a couple little levels in the middle. I got you. Let's go. So I saw where it bottomed out and it started doing the up and down and it started trudging up, right? But before it did, I actually got into a put and made $60. I didn't tell you guys that.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. So I did make some money on Ford today and it only took me 5 minutes. I made $60 in 5 minutes on a put before it started going out. Yep. So I did make some money. But when it hit that level and it looked like it was headed back the other direction, I went on ahead and saw the $2 contracts, slapped that 50 in there, right? And I'm like, okay, why is it not moving? I had freaking puts.
Yeah, been there, done that many times.
That's why I ended up in the puts. I made $60 on the put and never switched the shit back over to call when I went to go do the call.
Yeah. Coach
I
did
was
that
so
yesterday. Coach did that yesterday.
Yeah, thanks, Coach. I'm kidding, but I mean, damn, it happens. We've all done it. It happens. I've done it before. It was a long time ago, but I've done it before.
Yeah,
but this was not the right day to do it because then I hear from you over and over again. Hey, it looks like Ford went to 19 cents again. I'm like, God damn it. I knew it.
Yeah,
I knew it was going to do it.
I made a comment in the Zoom call later today. When I looked at it, if I'd have got in, it would have been 4 cents and it went up to 20. So
I wanted to make you proud. I wanted to say, Mark, I did it. I took your advice. I heard what you said, and I went and looked at it, and I got those 50 contracts at $2 that you talked about. And I went to $19, I made $1,000. Yeah. And I fucking, I mean, I was so excited to do it.
If you'd have had the money, you could have got out and then jumped right back in. But, you got to have settled funds to do that. So,
yeah. And I did. But you know what? I didn't want to overtrade. So with that being said, I was so upset that I did that. I did not want to get in it anyway and revenge trade because I was in a screwed up state of mind after that happened. I was pissed and I didn't want to trade angry. So, when your emotions are running high, and that's what I want to tell you guys tonight, mentality and mechanics. That's all you need. Focused mentality and mechanics. That's the two things. Get your emotions out of it. When I say mentality, I don't mean emotions. There's a difference, right? You got to stay laser focused on what you're doing. You got to plan your trade and work your plan and trade your plan. And when what I had a plan today, I wanted to go chart Ford, and I wanted to see what Ford would do today if it would have another day like that, because it doesn't normally do that much running up. And I'm like, okay, let's test it out. It did have a nice little rundown, made a couple dollars off of it, but I went in with a plan. I didn't just go in willy-nilly. I charted it before I put any money into it so that I saw the levels, and I went in with confidence, knowing after a day of scalping SPY yesterday that I knew what I was doing. So go in small, $2. Okay, it wasn't like I went 50 contracts on something that was, $100. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have that kind of account to do that anyway. But $2, yeah, $100. You guys know I trade $100, 200 tops. So that was within my wheelhouse to do that. So I'm like, I can really make a lot of ground with this 100 today. You know what I mean? So
Right.
we make mistakes. To that point, that is one of the reason, and I'm the main one saying it. You have to, and today was another reason. You got to stay focused. I let my emotions get the best of me after that, so I didn't trade. If you feel like you're emotional, don't trade. Okay? That way
Yep.
you don't lose money. You may not gain anything, but you damn sure won't lose it. Okay, it's very hard to do that because I could have gotten in a car, and as soon as it went down by me being angry, I would have jumped out. I wouldn't have gotten the whole game. I could have done all kinds of things wrong there. So I figured since I wasn't thinking clearly, let me get out, listen to the Zoom call, and start back at it Monday. I don't want to screw up my weekend with that, right?
Yeah.
So that's what I did.
Yeah. Yeah, it could have made a boatload of money off of Meta and all that, but that stuff's just so doggone expensive. And I've gotten to the point now because I've lost money buying them expensive ones.
Yeah.
I'm kind of thinking I've kind of changed my mindset to trading like a small account. You know,
Yeah.
I only risked. I had $685 in my trade. That's what it cost me, and it was $1,975 when I was done. So I made $1,290. And
Wow.
I only risked 685. So
Yeah.
you know
It's well worth it.
that wouldn't even I didn't look at the contract prices, but I'm guessing Meta and Nvidia were for one contract would have cost that much money.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could have made more, but I didn't really think it would go up 2 days in a row like that. But you
I
don't.
know. I
I'm
know.
afraid that people would be taking profit like crazy and everything, but it didn't. It just everything went, and that's why I'm not a SPY fan yet. I'm far from it. I've traded. Did I do it yesterday? What did I trade yesterday? No, I got my.
What happened?
Am
You there?
I still on? I
But
can't hear. I got a phone call.
okay. Yeah, go out and
Phone
come
rang.
back.
I'll be back.
I got you. Go out and come back. So while he's doing that, I'm gonna go ahead and do roll call. He's already back. All right, we got somebody else. Is that Gilly?
Yeah, my phone keeps disconnecting this thing.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey Don, how
Victoriano.
are you?
Big
Mark,
Fariano.
how are you?
Good.
You guys had a great day today because I wasn't able to do anything. I feel horrible. And I just came here
Yeah.
to say hello, hi,
Yep.
and I'll see you guys on Monday because I can't,
Oh,
I don't feel
Did you
well.
go?
But
Did you go
anyways,
for more? Did you have more treatments you went for?
no, I don't know why I went to my
Oh,
my brother's birthday 2 days ago, and I guess I caught something there because I'm not feeling well.
no, it's too bad.
oh wow.
No, rest up.
Get
Yes,
some rest.
indeed. Thank you, and have a good
Hope you
weekend,
feel better.
everybody.
You
Yeah,
too.
And I
well,
Take
like,
care of yourself.
yes, be safe.
this,
Thank you.
You
Bye.
too.
yes, sir. Yeah, he's been
Man, that's too
missing you in
bad.
the pre-market too.
Yeah, that's too bad.
I figured he wasn't feeling well because he is probably the first one in the pre-market every morning. When I
Yeah,
log in, don't matter if I go log in at a quarter till or he's always in there, quarter till 4. He's in there before
yep,
us usually.
yeah,
Him and Ralph and a couple others.
yep.
Yeah, every time my phone rings, it disconnects this restream for some reason. But
It's all good.
no,
It's
what was I saying? I was saying something about I just didn't want to spend that money. I'm treating my account like it is a small account, but I'm finding by not risking. I mean, I was doing 20 contract trades, and I was trading Microsoft, Nvidia, and all that with 20 contracts. I was doing $20,000 trades, and
yeah,
that's putting a lot of risk out there. So, and I cut it in half. I went down to tens. I did tens for a long time, and then Coach had a class with a one-day master class about cut your account size in half, cut your trade size in half, and let it run longer. And you put less of your account at risk. And I started doing that, and And I'm finding, I'm making half the profit, but actually I'm making more because I'm letting it run longer.
You're more consistent as well, right?
Yeah, you can stay in the trade longer. So
Yeah.
I probably, I shouldn't say probably, I know that I'm making probably the same money with half the risk because I'm letting the trade run longer when possible.
Right. That's good, Mark.
I'm not panicking when it pulls back. Oh my God, look at that. Look at the digits just Well, that's what Coach reiterated today when Meta and all of them are going to the moon today. People's, when it pulled back on them big numbers like that, I mean, when it goes down, it looks even worse with you see your profits just going away. So if you shed, those numbers don't move as much. So it's better for you mentally,
I had on the $60 with Ford, I had 20 contracts initially. That's how I got the 60. It was at 80, and Robinhood, I had 80, and I went to go ahead and sell that. You know what I mean? Because I could tell it was wavering. I'm like, okay, I'm not going to see 100 out of this. Let me go ahead and sell these 80, sell this and get this 80. And by the time it filled, it was 60. So, but I stopped it at 80. I sold it at 80. So, that would have been a nice Ford, man. Ford is no joke. I mean, you can make a nice little chunk of change off of Ford contracts. So I think I might play around with that for a little while. Not the shares, the contracts. It's extremely volatile though. I mean, up there, because you got a bunch of scalpers in there who are buying it, selling it, buying it, selling it. I know that's what that is.
Yeah.
They're doing large amounts of contracts and getting 1 penny off of it and getting out. That's how Nate said he did it 100 times in a day. I see what's happening. I'm watching it. And now with the screen time, I know what's causing that. So, you know what I mean? If you got the accounts, it's a nice little playground.
Yeah, I played SPY 2 days in a row now and done well.
SPY.
I'm not. But we know most days it's not like that. It went up like it did, nice and steady, like you like to see a stock go up because all of the earnings this week, with Meta and Nvidia, all the ones that moved SPY, they went up, so SPY follows it. Yeah, I could have done the Qs today, and the Qs they were kind of choppy on the way up. I looked at the chart afterwards, and I'm glad I did play. Actually, SPY was more smooth than what the Qs were. So it's been 3 days now in a row I haven't played the Qs. I think
cheating on the Qs.
Yeah, I did. What did I do? I did Google. I think I did Google. First, I did SPY yesterday. I did SPY today. Plus I did stock. Yeah. Plus I did stocks in the pre-market a couple times. Somebody asked in the chat, am I buying 90 days out? No, I'm buying same day, same week contracts. I don't want to pay the premium. Now, I already had predetermined that if I was going to get into Ford, because it's so dirt cheap, that I was going to buy maybe 2 weeks out. I was looking at once Ford's at 9:30, once the contract prices showed up, I started looking out 1 week, 2 weeks out. I'm like, well, if I get in Ford, as long as it didn't climb too much, I was going to get in 2 weeks out. That way, if today was one of them days it did move, I'd be all right, So, but I didn't. So, but no, I never buy. I can't afford it. I just don't want to. Now, I will do on Fridays. I have bought Monday's contracts on the Qs and SPY, but that's rare. I don't. I just try to. I'm cheap. I want to get it. I mean, I could get cheaper by going out of the money more, but I don't even do that because the delta is so bad. It just takes so long. Of course, it wouldn't have mattered today. I guess if I'd have went out 10 out of the money in Nvidia or Meta today, I just still made a boatload of money. But I'm happy with what I got. I always buy once in a while. Buy one into money, but I'm usually just whatever the one's right there. That's what I click on. I don't put a lot of thought in it. I'm kind of simple-minded, as you could tell. I'm not a very deep thinking analytical. Should I buy this trade because of these 10 factors? No, I just jump in and go, and and it works. Gotcha. Out, so
cool. Ted, what's happening, bro?
Hello.
You are just in time for roll call. and so is somebody else. Nate.
Oh, Raindrop says she's loving her VIP Gold membership.
Sweet. Shout out to Miranda, first one in the house all day, every day. Shout out to Miguel Lara. American Dream Trading runs on Diesel Dan. What's up, Diesel Dan? Steve Edward, what is going on, honey? DJ Vinny down in the chat. I see you, bro. We got Mark McSee, who's up here on the panel with us. We got Straight Razor. Love it. Love the name. Love the play on the words and the letters there and the numbers. Mike Clark. What's up, Bubbles? What's up, Ralph? How you doing, baby? We got, who else we got down there? We got Michael, 1475. We got KB. We got Patrick with the smooth golden voice. We got Paul Brixton. What's going on, Paul Brixton? We got Bobby Fox in the house. Bobby Fox. It's been a while since I saw that name. What's going on, bro? We've also got Victoriano. He's sick, but he is still here supporting. We love you, Victoriano. Get better, bro. We've who else? Ralph. I traded Ford because of Mark and Dawn. Okay. At least Dawn got in with me. Mark.
I didn't say nothing to him. I think we all heard you go, oh, boom.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like I said, I made $60. I didn't tell you, Ted. I did make $60. I got out of Ford at $80 and it filled me at $60. So I made $60 on a put, and then I left it on put when I went to go do calls, and I got it at $2. I pushed for 50 contracts, and we saw what happened. So, but Monday I'm going to be watching it. I'm going to be watching it because I think Ford is on some stuff, and I'm going to get a piece of that shit.
Their earnings, I think Ford's earnings are at the end of the month. I think couple 3 weeks.
Shout out to PS. Shout out to Chris D. Shout out to Special K. What's going on, baby girl? Shout out to Gilly85. Gilly, you must be working, baby, because normally you'd be up here on the panel with us. If you get a minute, come on up here. Show us the background. Let me see what you got. Steve Kean, welcome.
Oh,
welcome. Raindrop, what's going on? Raindrops keep falling on my head. Why does she do that to me? AB Inc 9, what's going on? Welcome, honey. Who else? Bucket's in the house, and Timo. Hi, Tim. I see you, baby. And then we got Ivan is bringing up the rear. Welcome, everybody. Nate, I know you're here because I hear myself echoing in the background.
Well, you shouldn't be, because I can't see it.
What's up, Mr.? Look, you guys got to hear this. For those of you who haven't heard, Nate, please tell us how much you took from the market today.
A little over 52,000.
Woo!
Nice.
Did you hear it? $52,000. A lot of people aren't making that in a year. This man made it in a day. Come on now. He's one of our millionaires. Of course he made $50,000.
No, it's even more than that. He made it in a half an hour.
So technically, that would be 100,000 in an hour.
Yeah, that's pretty
insane.
good, man.
That's insane.
Yeah.
How'd you do it? How'd you do it? You did options, what's up? Shares?
Got in options, Meta, and I think I had 70 contracts.
You know what? I wish I had Meta, but I didn't meet her. I didn't meet her.
Met us, I didn't like. I was in. I did 43K today, Nate.
You what?
Okay.
43K.
Did what, Ted? 43,000.
$43,000.
That's what's up, Ted.
All right.
All right.
Dude, I don't know why I'm acting so surprised. That's the norm for you now. I mean,
I don't know. I'm humbled by Nate, but I'm glad to be up there, man.
Dude, wow.
The key is, though, Ted, you're consistently getting nice gains.
Ted might be our 11th millionaire.
You never know.
Never know.
Ted might be our 11th
You
millionaire.
never know.
I'm going to get up in there. I didn't get to 9, but I will be up in there. I don't know. Maybe it'll end up being 12 or 13. My grandmother was March 13th. That was her birthday. 13.
You're inspiring me, Nate. I think I'm going to go bigger.
Well, I was going.
That's how it happened.
I kind of hate I didn't do 100 contracts because I had my hand on the button to do 100, but I just kind of left it at 70 when it started dipping. It started dipping, and every time it would dip, it'd be 1,500, 1,000. I was like, oh Lord. So
Okay, so
Well,
Nate,
yeah,
you're about to jump into the Jimmy and Brady realm, dude. You're gonna be at 20 million this year.
I
No
don't
doubt.
know, Don. I don't know.
Yeah,
That ain't
doing
my.
that type of shit. Yeah,
Well,
you're
it,
getting ready to jump into that upper echelon of millionaires. I'm
it's
telling you.
funny, Nate, because everybody is offering you advice saying, Nate, you got to use your stops, Nate. And then I remember Jimmy didn't do his stops.
Yeah.
He just knew how to get out real fast.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
that's what I did, and Mark. To be honest with you, I didn't have no stop on that one today. So
Oh,
I
I
know
don't
you
surprise.
didn't.
Doesn't
Damn
surprise me.
I
you.
know you didn't.
yeah,
No. That is no good. You just went through
I
all
know.
that stuff yesterday and you did that again.
But you know what?
Yeah.
He watches the L2. He gets
You
in.
what?
He waits
No,
for.
there's no buts because that could have really hurt you, Nate. You got to stop that, dude.
Good luck with that, Don.
You
Good
got to
luck with
stop
that.
that, Nate, because
Are
I
you gonna
worry
get? Are you
about
gonna
you,
get Jimmy to
bro.
stop doing it?
I don't want you to lose $1,000 in before you know. Options is nothing to play with. Please don't do that.
Nate
Or
Nate
now
said I'm
you scared
gone.
him off.
I don't want to hear that.
You scared
Nate
him
dipped
off.
out. He dipped out. It's okay though. I
He's
mean,
like,
hey, that's
screw
like
you
my
guys.
big
I'm
brother.
going home.
Dude, that's like my big brother. If I can't give it to him straight, who can? Right? I mean, come on, he gives it to me straight.
That's
So
one of coach's main rules is always use your
yeah,
stop.
you
Never
gotta
enter
have a
trade without your
style.
stop.
He just
Right.
had a messed up day behind that. I don't want that to happen to him again.
Right.
You know.
Well, coach
But
teaches too for people that are starting to go big, and even for us smaller people that start to go bigger. Bigger is all relative in trading size.
yeah,
He went from what he started out with 10, then he went to 20, and then he went to 30. You
then he
got to
went to
just
50.
well, you heard he was a little bit nervous today at 70, so he might want to hang there for a little bit or come down a hair till he's
Yeah.
comfortable watching the money go like this.
You
You
know what's
got to
killing
work
me?
your way up and get comfortable at each level. Don't just go from 50 to 100. That's
Yeah.
insane.
What's killing me is my number is taking into account a negative 15K that is still in play with Paramount.
Oh,
Remember I told you that I'm excited. So the Paramount
Oh, yeah,
down a little bit.
Paramount.
So I'm down 15K.
ain't
But
a loss till you sell.
Yeah,
So Ted, ain't they supposed to be getting bought out by somebody?
exactly. I know that.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, and they're going to do their earnings on the 28th of February, but they're not going to want to wait till the 28th of February because if they show bad numbers on the 28th of February, the price of the company just went down. So there is a very real pressure. So I'm comfortable with like sitting on this 15K deficit because I know it's I use the term, Don. What is it?
Opium.
It's a
What?
coiled spring.
Oh, yeah.
Where's that been?
It is. Hey, how much is they offering to pay like per share? Like they came out with that number?
Yeah, so Byron Allen, who I had no idea is actually kind of becoming a mogul. He purchased the Weather Channel from IBM.
Who knew the real people guy would do all of that? Remember
Exactly. So he's been quietly buying up stations, linear television, and he made an offer. And the thing is, he may not end up buying the company, but it's put pressure on the other what do they call it, suitors to step up. So the stock went up a little bit because it can, and his offer is $21 a share, and right now Paramount is priced at what, $14 a share?
14 or 15, yeah.
Yeah.
By the way,
yeah,
Nate
something like
just sent me a text saying I'm getting a new phone on Monday.
Not time. I need to get
Yeah,
one.
but
I'm
you know
talking
what?
about-
You know
I
what
got
he'll
the
get,
same
though.
kind of
Yeah,
phone as him.
he's going to get the phone that's about ready to expire. He'll get the cheapest one.
You get Coach's phone.
Hey, I don't blame you, Nate. Why buy a brand new one when you can get a
Yeah, if you can get a good deal on one, don't spend a whole lot of money on a phone.
phone.
Just get something that stuff don't happen and you good to go.
But Ted, let me tell you, you inspired me. I'm telling you, Ted, I've been trying to do the fundamental side of trading. That shit hard. I mean, excuse my language. The fundamental side of trading, and because I just do price action and EWO. Like I used to just do the EWO, but now I've been trying to just like dig into each news event that come out because you have giant moves during them.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I tell you, here's the thing.
it's confusing.
I love momentum, but momentum plus knowing that a company, what their value is, that's our secret weapon, man. That's your edge. If you know, something that other people don't know, and it gives you the courage to ride out that momentum on the downsides because you know it's going to go back up because the value's there.
Okay, Ted,
Right.
can I jump in here? I agree with you, right? I do agree, but can I play devil's advocate if you don't mind, just for a second?
Sure.
Okay. So with that being said, it's still though two different types of traders because you're a value trader that uses fundamentals. And by definition, a day trader doesn't care about any of that. They just want to get in and out. So it's kind of like the best of both worlds, but if you want to be a day trader, isn't it true that maybe you shouldn't get bogged down with the fundamentals? Just look at what's on the screen, trade it, and get out.
No, because here's the deal. Like I traded AMD today, and my bias would have been to get out a lot earlier, but there's just something about knowing the value of that sector, and that this week, you had Meta and Google and Amazon reporting massive investment in their infrastructure, which if you know that Meta has a kind of a sweetheart deal with AMD, you know that meant that they were making some purchases of AMD and that they'll continue to do that. So
okay, I got you.
Knowing the value helps, I guess, fortify you on the day trade. So if it does swing down, you're much more confident it's going to go back up again because you know that there's a whole bunch of other people that have done the same kind of research you have, and that they want to invest in that company.
Okay, so it does. It
I
makes
agree with
absolute total sense.
So
but
the two don't have to be polar opposites.
But
and by
Nate
the way,
doesn't know shit about AMD, and he made like thousands of dollars off of it.
Yeah,
It's
and
my
by the
point.
way,
That's true too. Yeah,
I'm a little bit of a slut that I'll take an opportunity when I see it.
Because you do have an edge. I totally agree with you.
No, but I
there
don't.
is also, there's also
I've been doing the morning sessions.
That edge. Yeah, it's like Nate goes in there. He doesn't know any of that shit, doesn't care, and still makes thousands of dollars. Right. He doesn't know a damn thing about Meta, but he killed it on Meta today without any fundamentals. So it's true. I agree with you. It's nice to have that edge. I would use it, but there are people who are just strictly day traders. They don't need it. So you have two different styles. So to that point, Ralph, if it confuses you, don't confuse yourself. If you're more of a day trader,
because what stocks have the most momentum?
The ones that have news. And they trade
the news, but
trades news, not fundamentals. It's a difference.
But no, in the morning, what stock does Coach do the pre-market on? High value stocks.
Yeah, with strong fundamentals.
With strong fundamentals,
with value.
He's a momentum trader. That is true, but it's still. So are we denying that that's still two different trading styles?
Yes, I am, because it's the same thing.
Coach,
news and fundamentals is the same, ain't it?
Why does the terminology even exist if they're not two different styles?
Because they like to put people in buckets.
I mean, I'm just playing. I love talking to Ted like this.
No, they love to put people in buckets. They love to say, "Oh, you conservative."
Okay. I'm confused now because I thought
when you think of value traders, you think of Warren Buffett, right?
Yeah.
Sorry,
no. This is Ted and I getting these conversations, but I love that because I love bouncing off of him and just But
knowledge,
I get it. It's
knowledge is power. Knowledge is power. I mean,
and I agree. Trust me, I'm in the camp of the more you know, the better.
I'm a Warren. In my heart, I'm a Warren Buffett.
Yeah.
Philosophy of value investment.
Why not?
I think it gives you an edge because if you don't know, then you're also the person who's getting caught up in a trade that's probably something's gonna happen that you don't know. If you know about a company, it helps.
And Don, I also want to challenge you on your definition of value trader, because a value trader, if I were truly a value trader, I'd be trading Coca-Cola, Procter and Gamble, dividend stocks. That's a value
You're more of a
trade for me.
fundamental trader.
No,
You're more
no,
of a
no.
fundamental trader.
A value
Yeah, you
trader
are.
is somebody that
Look at
plays
you.
the
You
dividend.
killed it. You killed it on ELF. Nobody knew shit about ELF until you
That's
brought
not a
it
value
into the
trader.
mix.
That's a momentum. That is a.
That's a fundamental trader, right? Didn't you buy it off of fundamentals?
It's a rising company.
Yeah, we should all know. Look, I'm gonna just tell everybody. You should all know the basics about earnings and about companies because
balance sheets and all that.
Yeah, you need to know what profit and loss are. You need to know what
I agree.
what a balance sheet, at least at a very high level. It doesn't take that long to learn because you need to know. You need to know if a company's profitable. Otherwise, they're going to pull the wool over your eyes, and you might get fooled into buying into I don't know, Carvana at the wrong time or Mullen.
But here's my point though. If you're just truly a momentum trader, why does that matter if you're only in the trade for 10 seconds? Is all I'm saying.
It don't.
Yeah.
It's momentum.
But
look how the pre-market.
Most of the time, unless you're talking about the morning activities that we do, right, which is the penny stock trading, I would argue that all the stocks that we talk about from opening bell on are value stocks, and that the momentum is fed by the fact that people perceive value in those companies.
Yeah.
Well, even our pre-market trading has matured, especially now that we have more people and we've hung out with Nate more and we've learned. Again, Nate doesn't really care about the numbers, but what's one of the things we talk about when we talk about volume? The volume is at this level. However, the average volume is this level. We never used to say that before. We're actually looking at the information that we have available real quick on Market Watch or wherever we get to our company statistics from. So we can say, oh, this stock normally trades at 3 million shares a day, and it's only at 98,000 right now. Well, we know it's got possibly has a lot of potential for the trading to pick up.
And Mark,
we look at that as we see that number grows, or just the opposite. If it only trades at 100,000, all of a sudden it's traded at 1 million. It's like, holy cow, what's going on, right? Whether it's news or FOMO, a lot of times it's just FOMO. There is no.
But Mark, you're making a really good point. The only stocks that I'm interested, even in the morning, are news.
Right.
If it's not driven by news, I get bored really easily. And by the way, in a weird sort of way, in the penny stock area, news is a form of value, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Right? You're seeing value in a company because there's something in the news that's saying it's valuable.
Right. And
that's the first question we ask. If something's popping, what's the news on it?
I think I would venture maybe,
I don't
know that it's an exaggeration,
what's the news on it?
70% of the ones that we're doing in the pre-market don't have news. And it's just trading on because people want to trade it.
Yeah.
For whatever reason.
And Nate's made a lot of money off of those too.
It's just numbers. They're trading on the technicals.
So we're looking at, what do we revert to? We revert to low float.
Yeah.
Volume, because volume makes it move more, right?
High volume, low float.
Yeah, so that's all you can do, and that's why that's why we make money on them stocks every morning, because of those two factors. So we are using technical information to make our decision. Nate, what's another thing Nate says? The stock will start shooting up for no reason, and you go look at the L2, and there's 4 lines of people trading. Well, that's really dangerous. That's just asking to light your money on fire because there's not enough people there. He wants to see one of Nate's visual indicators is to see that L2 full. So you have a lot of people in there moving. Whether it's going up or down, it's still going to be more consistent. Another technical indicator without really calling it. Yeah. So
and it's great because Nate also he'll say, yes, this is a pump and dump, but I'll just be smarter and I'll make my window a lot smaller and I'll get in and get out before it hits me.
Definitely. So whether we call it an indicator or not, we use technical information to make our decisions.
Right.
We're not just going in there throwing $100 up in the air and hope it sticks somewhere. We're trying to make smart trades, right?
And all the more reason why people should sign up for the VIP, because that has been a college education in and of itself. With Professor Nate.
It has helped me. the pre-market trading, hanging out with Nate. I mean, we all contribute. Don't get me wrong. But Coach down to Nate. Nate espousing what Coach teaches. It's so much of a slower pace, less stress. It's easier to see the numbers, see the movement. You even have time to chart a stock you never even heard of before you even start trading. And to me, that's powerful.
Yep.
That has helped me in my decision making in the open market when things are moving faster. It really has. It's 100% transferable, and it's to me, it's the best way to start. Plus, you're trading stocks. You're not trading contracts, right?
Right.
So you learn how to trade stocks, and all that. So
that
That's
has helped me with contract trading.
yeah,
Just the mentality that I've wrapped myself around, buying low and selling high, and watching the momentum. I use it in contract trading and options trading. I go back to the L2 if everybody's hemming and hawing and it's like diddling in the middle and it's not at a level. I go straight to the L2 and try to get a read on who's doing what, where are they sitting, what's happening. You know what I mean? I'll go look at time and sales to see the flow of if that cents amount is going up or down quickly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Little
things. And we're getting, Rainbow says she's going to be joining us. She's another West Coast. She's another out there in your area, right?
Yeah.
She's going to be getting up at, I don't know if she's getting up at 1 a.m., but
she was up this morning.
It is. That's what time it is in California when the market opens, 1 a.m. That takes some serious commitment.
Saying that she's going to change her sleep schedule.
Yeah. So, I applaud you for coming in there, Ted, too. Ted will come in and say some things, and then he'll be like, okay, I'm going to go take a nap. But if you show up.
Yeah, Ted, you got to start saying good morning. Say good morning first, but all I want to know
that's his entrance, Ralph. It's a statement.
The thing is, maybe I'm just humble. If we all just say good morning, there's 100 of us. We all saying good morning. It's just a whole bunch of people saying good morning. I just kind of go on faith that you guys know that I want you to have a good morning, and I have a good morning, and let's just get to the.
He just jumps right into conversation.
Yeah, I'd be like, "Where the hell Ted come from?"
Yeah. We've been talking about something for 5 minutes, and Ted jumps in.
Come in with the answer.
It's like when we said, my stepmom would send us a text, and she'd say, "Dear such and such," and then she'd write the text, and she'd sign it. And I'm like, you don't have to do that anymore. You just can send the text. We know it's from you.
Yeah, for real.
She does the old-fashioned greeting.
I know somebody that do that too.
And so in a way, I'm just doing the equivalent of that, right? Just jump into the chase. I don't need to do the salutations.
What'd you trade today, Ralph?
That's what I was just about to say. How you gonna line us up to trade forward and then don't even trade it? It's like Mark was like, "Come on, guys, we're gonna go do this. We about to go get on forward." And we're like, Don, like, yeah, let's do it. I heard Dawn, man, I'm all about some Ford now. I got into it.
Suckers.
Mark didn't even do it. What the hell?
Mark, that's the joke. I wouldn't have made that money had I not made that.
Yeah, but Ford was like this for the first, 15, 20 minutes, and they both lined up. I did all the math on. I was going to buy Ford 2 weeks out, and that way I had time. But yeah, I did. I just jumped into SPY. I mean, you'd have done well on both. You did well, didn't you? Did you get in it?
It wasn't a plan. Yeah, I just heard Dawn was whenever I woke up. For some reason, every time not when I woke up, because Coach was talking when I got up. When I got up, after Coach got through talking, Dawn was like, the Ford or something about the contracts or whatever. And she was like, it's grayed out. And I was like, well, I think I messaged you.
Oh, yeah, right.
And I'm pissed because I had planned to trade SPY today, and I decided to go with Ford. I'm like, you know what? No, I'm curious about what's going on with Ford. So let me go over there and see what's going on and chart it out and see if there's anything happening. Maybe it'll do it again today. And God, I'm like you with the dogs now.
Ford went up 5x on your money, right?
Well, I got in.
Well,
late.
no, wasn't that much.
I got in there
like
what it was.
Yeah, it was 4 cents, and it went up to 20 on the $12 contract. If you got in on that,
I caught it in the middle of the day. I got them for like 20.
Well, I did make some money off of it, Ralph. I got in a put initially and made. I closed it out at 80, but they filled me at 60. So I made some money on it.
It moved slow, but it went all the way up, just like anything else would.
Okay, it moved slow, but watching that crap, the way that those candles bounce up and down, it
That's the
like
thing.
moves.
I ain't watching.
Oh,
I didn't
that
watch it.
drove
That's
me
why
crazy
I just
all
got
day long. I'm like, oh my God, this is. I
Listen.
see why they say it's like paint drying.
I
Yeah,
did the bucket method. I put
I forget
look,
it.
I bought one and then I set up a limit buy and I put the take profit to sell the other one off. And when I came back, I still had one, right? And I just let it go all the way up. And then once it got above and made a new high, that's whenever I was like, Dawn, check your contracts. They might be good. And they were like, Dawn was the
Yeah,
puts. I was like, well, damn, I ain't trying to
yeah, that was
rub,
an accident.
I ain't trying to rub
50
salt in your wound.
contracts
I thought you
times
had
2
calls
cents, dude.
because it went
Nah,
from the bottom of the chart. But I was
that's what I was
outside
trying to
doing
get.
yard work. I was doing yard work when I came back. It was all the way
I
up,
never
you
flipped
know.
it over from put to
Like,
call when I
damn.
made money on the calls, and I went to go get 52-cent calls, and I'm like, what the hell's going on? But luckily, here's the thing: I didn't lose that money either.
Mhm.
That's good.
So
That's
yeah,
good.
it stayed at zero. They didn't take it from me.
Just
So
screwed up your
Okay.
settled fund account. That's all.
exactly,
Yeah.
Right.
exactly.
Right.
So yeah,
Victoriano says the no sleep team. I guess he's right. All four of us have been up since probably 3 a.m. Well, Ted's been at 1
Yeah, I
a.m. his
miss
time.
Victoria. I know he used to be in there early with me.
He's
Like,
under
you
under
know.
the
he's
weather
sick.
right now. He was
He's
in here
sick.
earlier.
He
He
popped
stopped to
in
say hi.
and yeah, said he
'Cause
hung out and
He's
got
in rough
No,
shape
a
right
cold.
now.
he was in the chat.
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah,
he's still here. He's
I
still
did the
here.
roll call and he was down in there, even though he's sick. Thank you, Victoriano. Man, get some rest.
Mhm.
He's still in
Yeah,
the
I missed
chat.
it
Look
for
at
2
him.
days. Yeah.
He's a trooper.
Man, all of them wondering where you was at.
Hey, sorry, Bucket, that Ralph took all the time up. You didn't get
Yeah.
to talk before you left.
Good night,
What happened?
everybody.
What?
What's going on?
What happened?
Or Bucket.
He was just
Bucket's
here, wasn't
gone. Yeah.
Did he leave?
Oh my
You wouldn't
God.
he?
wouldn't shut up, Ralph, so he left.
I wasn't
Oh,
talking.
no.
I was the one
Bucket,
talking.
get back in here real quick.
Yeah,
Was-
Bucket, I
I
wasn't
wanted to
talking.
talk to you. I asked the question.
I only talked one time.
Dude, I'm
For
telling
an
you, I
hour.
had to tell
For an
Nate
hour.
about the whole Avnet thing. I was in the floor. I
Oh,
told
that
Nate,
was hilarious.
dude, I said, Bucket was like, oh, great. I just wasted 3 days tracking.
Yeah, that was messed up. That was messed
I
up.
have
Hey.
Avnet written down on my book. You said Avnet
I'm not
so
above
many
making
times.
mistakes, guys.
You gotta
I
know.
know,
Hey,
I'm
you
baby.
gonna
gotta
I
know.
know.
Ted,
Yeah.
And
Ted
Bucket.
will
it
mix
says like
stuff
I'm
up.
old.
You
Come
gotta
in,
know what
come
he's
in here
talking
real
about.
quick. I want to talk with you.
I noticed Ted got a habit of doing that, but I know what you're talking about when you make. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it happens. You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
There's so many
Come on,
things. I'm
Bucket.
going to try to go over that tomorrow, by the way.
He said,
Come on, Bucket.
just said
Get back up
Avnet.
here.
Come
I
on
just
back in
wasted-
here, Bucket. I didn't take the time up though. I just
We won't
He was-
interrupt you at all. We promise.
Yes, Bucket. I want to talk with you because I told
Promise.
you I wanted to talk with you when we
I
were in
was-
the other room.
I was an
Right.
Eagle Scout. I
Bucket's going to
promise
show
not
us a
to
picture of
interrupt
when he
you.
was a little boy. I'm not talking
I
until
didn't-
Bucket comes back.
Me either. Just sit in
All
silence.
right.
Well, I talk then until Bucket get
Shut up.
here because that don't
No,
make
no, no,
sense.
no,
Fuck no.
We're making a statement. We're making
Bucket,
a
come on
statement.
back and I'll talk till you get here and I'll be quiet once you get here. That's what makes sense. Okay? Because
All right, sorry, Don. I just dropped the F bomb.
I drop it all the time. I'm sorry, Coach. You're always accusing me of it. I might as well live up to my reputation.
Hey, there's a rumor
Waiting
on the
on you,
internet.
Bucket.
There's a rumor on the internet. Coach may pop on tonight with his new toy. You have to be seen.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Just a rumor.
That'd be
Can either
fun.
confirm
Don't we got
or
to do the
deny
wheel
it.
today? Do we do the wheel
No,
like
Monday.
that?
Monday.
I be missing the whole. I gotta stop missing the whole day.
Well, Nate has also switched to quarterly too.
Bucket,
So
what
the
did you
Nate
decide in
drawing is
terms of
gonna be-
NVIDIA?
It's going to be 3 months out.
My bad, Bucket.
All right. He said keep talking. He's answering the question in the chat for us. All right.
All right, and I went in on Crowd, and I went in on Sentinel, just because I like them.
Where did
He
you make?
left them.
You made money in all 3 of those. What you do? Meta or Nvidia?
No, I did long-term plays on Crowd
Oh.
and Sentinel.
Oh, okay. Did you do any intraday trading today? Then?
Oh, I did do a small little, oh, so tiny, just a little wafer thin. put against
let-
them based on the data that we got from AMD. Their embedded numbers were reduced. I can't imagine that ON did any better. So
Mhm.
I'm gonna predict that ON is not gonna be. Sorry, Rex.
Yeah,
Rex is
coach
pissed
don't
off.
I think
coach
Rex
don't like
recommended
on
it.
either.
Rex
Rex
is mad about that
recommended that it would
lawsuit.
be a
But they do have on. In
battle.
all fairness, on does have their own niche market with them
Oh,
automotives,
Aaron.
with them automotive sensors. I mean, who else does it? Nobody, right?
Fuck it. I'm gonna talk like this until you come up on the panel.
I like do your Noonie impression. We like that better.
What if we do Noonie with the British impression?
Bucket. Oh, he's in.
He's in. He's in the back door.
He's in, dog.
All right,
Yeah.
Ralph. Shut up.
What do
Shut
you
up,
think
Ralph.
it's going to
All
do?
right, now be quiet.
Anybody talks, mute them. It's on.
You guys crack me up. I don't care if people talk. You guys were chatting, and we had some really good questions in chat. So I didn't want to interrupt y'all, so I got out to start typing in chat.
Oh, okay.
Well, thank you for
To be
that.
perfectly honest, it would have been better just to talk about it and just wait. So, Yvonne and The Apprentice want to know if they missed the EWO. And obviously today, first off, I'll tell Yvonne and The Apprentice, today is not typical EWOs. I mean, they're EWOs we love, but going above VWAP just one time a day and it staying above VWAP is not rare, but it doesn't happen. Maybe it happens once a week. Today, it was almost every stock in the Mag 7 that you picked. Okay. Yeah. So, I think a couple points for you to realize: if you can't get in on the EWO and you're really late, look at your resistance and support lines. Remember, if you do a scalp, you got to have a tighter stop than an EWO. And you want to let it breathe, but you don't want to let it breathe too much. Then once it starts running for you, then you can start moving your stops around once you're in positive territory. But I know how frustrating it is because I couldn't get in some of them today. And I just did quick scalps on some of those plays, not even 5-minute scalps, because you never know where it's going to go, because you feel like you've lost all that buffer in the morning when it ran crazy. So support and resistance lines, tighter stops, pay attention to it when you start. And remember, if you're going to go to the scalp, you can look at the 2-minute EWO, but then go look at the 1 minute as well. And, try to figure out your best point. Another thing coach teaches is specifically, if there is a breathe back, look for a double top, a double bottom. Those are also points of entry that you can get in. So if something like Apple today breathed back to one of its support and resistance lines, but it stopped and didn't go lower, it could be a good opportunity to get the bounce and go back up, and then maybe turn it into a 2-minute EWO later for you. Okay. But each person's different. And you just have to practice it and make sure you're used to it. But look, I understand the frustration. Today's one of those banner days like Netflix was, like a couple of our hot stock picks have been. All I would say is, use scalp philosophy to get in and then ride it. Okay. Does the panel have anything they want to add? So their question is, they're missing the EWO. Mm-hmm. What do you recommend specifically?
If you miss the EWO, if you miss the EWO, you can still get in, but you got to treat it as a scalp. Be ready to get out at any time.
My thing is,
you're now a scalper.
I want to know how they're missing it.
Well, you might have been looking at something else. And
they may not have been in the market. I don't know. Maybe they just turned their computers on. They were working. I don't know.
That's exactly why I did this. Because Mitch showed me a screen at one time when Mitch was, and he had his up there. I did that for the exact reason, because I was missing EWOs flipping because I was looking at some other stock. You get tunnel vision, You get tunnel vision. Now all I can do is for 1 second, fraction of a second.
For those of us that don't have eyeballs, Mark, you're pointing to a screen that has a whole bunch of trading view screens.
Yeah, I mean, this is That's a Weeble, actually. This
Weeble,
is
okay.
Weeble.
But a whole
These
bunch of
two
windows
are-
on the world.
Yeah, I got eight stock charts on one screen here. So,
And I apologize, Ivan. You were the other person asking the question. I know you're making a joke of it, but I really do apologize for missing you. And living it up here. Listen, one thing that Coach tells us, and it looks like this is answering to your question, Dawn. You cannot cherry pick them. Okay. You know, a lot of living it up says a lot of the EWOs today, I didn't jump right in. I looked at lines, coaches, trends in TradingView and L2 and decided not to get in. Okay. Well, if the EWO setup isn't a 6-star and you only want to do 6 stars, then that's great. But at some point, those EWOs today that ran were 6-star. Okay. So maybe you don't want to get in until the 6-star gets there. Maybe that's your point to turn it into a scalp. So there's a lot of different strategies that you can use.
Because my question is right there. Is he missing the EWO because he's watching it and he's waiting for that 6-star, so that candle is not good enough? That's why he's missing them? Because sometimes if the second candle is there, you might have to just go with a couple of the other things. But to David's point, David will tell you, if you're brand new, wait for the 6 stars. Maybe that's why he's missing them, because he's waiting for all of that to happen and letting the second candle go by.
Right.
some days they're only going to be 3-star.
Right.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And then you
I get
manage
it.
your risk accordingly. If it's 3 stars and you normally go in 5 contracts, if it's only
Go in
3
2.
stars, maybe you just go in with 1. And then you add a
There you go.
second when the 4th star comes.
There
And
you
you add a
go.
Yes,
third,
that's what you do.
right?
The entry is the most important thing.
And Yvonne,
That's how
no.
David does it.
So
Mhm.
Yvonne or Ivan,
Ivan.
today was one of those days where there may have only been, especially for like NVIDIA, there was one EWO play, okay?
Yeah,
Because it
all
was
day.
above VWAP the whole day. But normally, I can tell you yesterday for NVIDIA, in NVIDIA,
NVIDIA.
whatever it is, there were at least 2. Apple usually has 2 to 3. So today was rare in the sense that a lot of people made a lot of green, but also the opportunities for those EWOs for some of the Magnificent 7 or whatever they call them were limited. Okay. So I wouldn't say today is a standard day. It's one of the nice days, and we get those occasionally, but you can expect 2 to 3 potential EWO entries per a stock in a day. And Apple normally gives you 2, at least 2, if not 3. Okay. Oh, so it's Ivan. I'm sorry, Ivan. Yeah. Okay. Now he's saying I'm making it weird. Okay. Makes me feel great that I felt like all your responses make sense and what I tell myself outside. Yeah. Living it up. Listen, come into the Zoom. There's so many people that understand the EWO. They may not be as good as David in explaining them or Coach, but a lot of people understand the EWO and can explain it. Mark's done a fantastic job this first week as moderator in having his thing up and having his TradingView up and showing everybody what's going on and what an EWO is. And I would say something that I do occasionally is I have on a little piece of paper what a 6-star trade is, and I actually check them off. And I say, okay, is the 9 above VWAP? Is the 21 above VWAP? Where's the 55? Am I in an uptrend or am I in a downtrend? Okay. Am I below or above
Up here.
all those? And I just check them off. And if I check off enough of them that I feel comfortable, that's what I'm doing. Okay. And I know we're off topic, Ivan, but that's what happens. Anyway.
DJ Vinny, the way to get in the panel is go to the YouTube description, click on more, and there's a link to join the panel.
Yeah, Miranda's posted it in the live chat.
Okay.
What's DJ Vinny?
No, by the way,
problem with getting
Raindrop
on the link?
loves Bucket. So yes, we need to tell people that this is not a dating site.
Y'all need help. Y'all need help.
Oh. So now
Ralph
this
is
is,
funny.
I'm kidding. She actually did say that she loves you, Bucket, because of you, she bought
This
a
is not a dating site.
15 NVIDIA call during the FOMC tank when she was shopping for Tesla. So,
Absolutely. We crushed that one, Raindrop. I'm telling you. We had a very good discussion, y'all, at the end of Zoom. And unfortunately, Dawn, we apologize for being late. But, once a discussion starts over there, it can go on for a while, especially if Chris
we had earnings calls.
Yeah, especially if Chris gets involved. You know that. And,
I mean,
I'm
that's
ragging on you,
fine.
Chris, because I know you're in chat. So take it as a joke, not an attack. Just joking.
Well, it still can't top. It still can't top today's Ted, Troy. Who else was in there? There's about 4 or 5 of you guys
Hamilton.
talking. I haven't a freaking clue. Yeah, Hamilton, my buddy Hamilton. I haven't a freaking clue what you were talking about.
Oh, that was
Yeah,
amazing.
I didn't know what
Oh,
the-
it was.
I don't
It was. I mean,
understand
my
What was
brain.
it?
Synthetic share?
A synthetic shares. I mean,
Yeah,
that
my-
was
Synthetic shares. That was pretty wild. That was like,
Yeah.
My brain hurt after listening to all that, and I wasn't even trying to learn it. I was just listening. I'm like, holy
it's
cow,
pretty fancy
this is
stuff.
kind of
Yeah.
cool. Kind of cool.
Yeah.
You know, that's something that's above my pay grade. But that's how you learn.
Yeah,
You don't have to. You don't ever have to write a covered call or sell a cash secured put, but you should listen to it when people talk about it because you may want to someday. You don't know
Oh,
what
you guys were talking about.
You don't know what you're
synthetic
going to
loans.
trade a year from now.
They were talking about a strategy that used cash secured puts in conjunction with covered calls. Am I right?
Synthetic shares.
Yeah.
No, a synthetic loan.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah, that'd
thought.
have been a
I
good
thought you just get a
discussion to be
regular
in.
call,
When did
huh?
you have that? At
Long
lunch?
call?
Oh,
Yeah.
for about 3 hours.
That was really interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I was in and out all day.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I actually had to go
Pretty
get
cool.
aspirin. My brain was wore out after listening to that.
Did you really, Mark?
Yeah, I mean, I never heard of it before, and it was interesting, but it was deep.
Complicated.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been
It
been
sounded more
practicing-
complicated than I'm sure that it was once you understand. It's like anything else.
You want me
If you
to
don't
simplify
understand something. What?
It's basically just kind of selling it's buying a long contract and then selling a short put against that contract.
right.
Yeah. So it always sounds complicated. until you
Bullish. It's
understand
a bullish call with protection, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've been learning and practicing, and I did it last night for Meta. I did a debit credit and I did a debit spread and a credit spread on the Meta earnings just to see how they would play out. That was pretty fun.
How did it work out?
Oh, I used realistic, 5 contracts. I think the credit spread maxed out because there's a max. You're limiting your upside, but you're significantly reducing any potential downside. I think with 10 contracts, gosh, they were so expensive yesterday.
Well,
I want to say they cashed out at 10 grand and the other one lost 1 grand. So probably 9 grand in total. So that was really neat.
Is this the Iron Condor?
No, debit. I'm not going to discuss them here.
Okay.
We'll do those offline. We'll do those at the 3 p.m. discussion.
We'll do it at the VIP session, gold, because you're signing up for VIP gold. Yay!
Yay.
I get so
Okay,
lonely.
so DJ Vinny's in.
All right.
Yeah,
DJ.
I want to help the 2 viewers as far as the EWO strategy. If we could pull up SPY from today on the big screen.
Yeah. But you know what?
What's going
Hey,
on,
you know
DJ
what?
V?
Not to mention the fact that this is the aftermarket bucket. I got a little bit of a bone to pick. Why don't you guys have these discussions here? That's what this stream is for. Instead of having them separately, that's why I had this. We had this forum.
Back up, boss moderator. It's not mine. I would be happy to have them over here, but we probably would. We won't lose anybody because this is a very intelligent and knowledgeable crew. It just gets so involved. I'm wondering if it's going to throw off the entertainment value of your show.
Show off what? No, it's not a. Hey, this is supposed to be edutainment. So it's supposed to be education and entertainment. So if we get into some serious conversations about things, that's how people learn. And
Okay, so Don, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Can we dedicate, like in these cases, this was a seminal week. Can we
Yeah.
dedicate some time to listening to an earnings call in here?
I would love to. Hello.
Then let's do that.
I'm tired of
Can
doing the same
can you do
shit.
that on?
Yes, that's what
Can
we
they do
want
that
to
on
do.
here though?
Yeah, because it's free. You just
Yeah.
listen to it.
I'm talking
I
about,
think that would be awesome.
Even if somebody just
They
played
won't
it on
get
their
striked
cell
or
phone.
whatever. I mean, they won't get hit for the live. Like, you know what
Okay,
I'm talking
well,
about? Like if you
I'll
play
ask
music or
Coach.
something.
I'll ask Coach before we
Okay.
do it, just to make sure.
Yeah, so
And
we're not
yeah, I would love
rebroadcasting
to-
illegally.
Right.
Yeah,
I would
that's
love
right.
to do stuff like that. Have those
Um,
conversations, Bucket. Seriously.
No,
You see them
yeah,
on
we just got in today because unfortunately, some of the people like a Mark don't come over here. Bruno doesn't come over here. Chris, because if they want to have these discussions, they have to be willing to come on the panel and turn on their cameras, right?
Yeah.
Mhm. Right.
Otherwise,
comes over,
it's just me and Ted.
But
Well,
both
you
of them
can
been here before.
purposely schedule
If I can do
a
it, I have a
discussion
face
like
for
that.
radio, so if I can
Yeah,
do it,
me too.
everybody can do it.
Well, no,
Yeah.
we do it all the time. I have no problem being an idiot in front of you people and letting you look at me. I don't care.
I don't either. I don't either.
Yeah, me neither.
But
I mean,
Mark
it doesn't bother
Mancini
me at all.
Mark Mancini's been in here. Bruno comes in here on and off all the time.
Yeah, all
so
them,
it's like, you
all them
know,
that came before.
yeah. So
No,
I don't know.
Raindrop
100%
needs to come here so she could be next to Bucket on the panel here.
Oh, okay, Ted. She's a California girl, so
All right, let's let
Texans.
DJ.
Just
he
kidding,
wanted to add
Raindrop.
some more to that discussion for the EWO there.
Can we get the
My drunk
spy
uncle.
on the full
Yeah,
screen?
let's get it up. Let's get it
Okay.
up.
DJ Vinny look like my drunk uncle. You know, you seen his profile in the Zoom? That's my drunk uncle. You know, the one that just be like, I'll be like, leave him alone, leave him alone.
Ralph, come
Leave him in the
on.
corner, Ralph.
Thank you, Ralph.
Leave him in the
I
corner.
appreciate that.
You're the drunk
Leave him
guy.
in the corner, Ralph. Push him to the side.
That's what he look like.
Don't let the kids near him. Don't wake him up.
Yeah.
It's always the drunk uncle that talks
profile
about
picture
his
back
drunk
up.
uncles.
He changed it. I saw it.
Hey, don't feel
I want
bad,
my drunk
DJ.
uncle back.
DJ, don't feel bad. Ralph went.
I'm a
through
9-year
half-
grunt. Ain't nothing you can tell me that's going to hurt my feelings.
I want my
Ralph
drunk
was sleeping
uncle
through half the
picture
market
back.
today while we were all up.
Hey man, I put hours in.
Uh-huh.
I do.
All right, let me scroll down here so I can see.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, now, if you were to blow up just the Evo,
Just draw your
You mean
Greg,
the
Greg.
Evo bars, the 2-minute
can you
Evo?
bring up just the Evo or no? It won't.
Nah, it's a little
Just-
difficult.
Yeah.
All right, well,
Greg,
we'll
just
try.
grab the bar.
We'll try and do this.
Track it up.
But-
Go ahead.
I can make it bigger.
Yeah, go
I
ahead.
counted a total of 11 entries there that you could have
There you
made.
go. There you go.
And
That's good.
if you, well, this seemed better because it's already marked out. See where the green and the red lines are at the top of those scale there?
Mhm.
Usually what I do is I play on the vortex of it, right? So you're riding it up. You're riding it up to when you get to the top, just as it starts to curve. When you have two lines, they're the same height. That's usually when I shed. On the downside of it, the last two, as they start to fade, is the last one will be larger than the one in front of it. It's just reversed of what it is on your entry. So what I did today was right around, I think it was 12:38 is Nate, go back up top on. You can go back
Right
up
there,
top.
you can see it.
Right there.
You're 12:30.
Oh, I gotta scroll. Oh, I gotta scroll my screen. I'm sorry.
Yeah, 12:30 is right
So,
there on
yeah.
the screen.
Right there at 12:38, that's when I sold my last call, and I was watching the candles and watching the EWO. So if you look at the last two candles on that EWO, you see how it started to fade, right? And that was right around the same time that the super trend had flipped, right? So I bought a put to go down to, I think we had 191.50 to the upside. So if you were in the pre-market and you were listening to Coach when he gave that out, it almost bounced to the penny, but it wasn't 91, it was 92. So I already had it mapped out for 92 to be the bounce. 92, I think it was 21, 92.21. So I sold that put, immediately got into a call because the uptrend overall, if you pan out and look at the whole picture, we were in a solid uptrend day. So I bought back into a call for $20 and cashed out at 96. So, I mean, there's money to be made. You know, I don't know why I'm so hesitant to do multiples. I keep doing single contracts, but
that's what you're comfortable with right now.
But on a good note, those single contracts are making me money.
Mm-hmm.
So I can build the pot to go a little more. That's what my goal is. So yeah, I posted a couple wins and losses. I don't know if you guys saw them today or not, or yesterday. I posted them yesterday too, but you know,
that's the whole day
it's
right
baby
there.
steps. It's baby steps right now for me till I master. I've had years of reading the candles from 2008, but reading the EWO and the candlesticks together, and I gave the call out this morning when we were live about that Ralph's favorite cup and handle there. That was right around 1010, right around the 1010 mark.
The breakout of the neckline.
Right. You see the cup and you see the handle. It was small, but it shot up, right? And then it started to do that stair step. Well, anytime you're seeing it on a stair step like that, you're looking at your EWO and you're looking at your candles, you can see it's a higher high and a higher high.
Right here?
Yeah, right around that area, 10, right around there. It formed a little baby one, and I was like, oh, shit, here we go. So I stayed in those calls from there up to about 12:08, and that's when I shedded. And then I saw the next step coming up. Well, it's been up all day. You're watching the trend. You're watching the EWO. You know, today was a no-brainer, but like Mark said, not every day is like that. You know, it goes up and down frequently throughout the day. So that was my insight, and I hope that helped people out there. But as far as your entry points, you had the other point right here. You had the other point. What you mean about the cup and handle, this one. Yeah. Yep.
Yep.
So right about 1338, most people are looking to get out anyway. So that would have been a great entry for a quick scalp. But I mean, all this throughout the day from 1030 all the way to, what was it, 1248. There's an entry point right here at 1222 on the EWO. You see the first green candle there?
You got to slide it over.
Second one is higher.
The chat feature is blocking it.
Oh, you see the second candle on the EWO was bigger than the one in the front. So that's showing you momentum right there if you wanted to get in there. The other one was back here at 1128, and I knew this because that's when I started adding, because I'm watching the EWO too. But the second green candle at 1132, you had the first one was at 1130, second one was at 1132. That's another entry point because that's showing you that the momentum is going up. And your other one was at 1046. 1046 to, or 1042 to, yeah, that was showing strength there. You know, as far as the EWO, it does show you the momentum coming. You know, so that's your,
all of that is right in this.
That's your story base, and then your candles are your confirmation. You know, when it's bull flagging or it's
area here.
And the one, what was the other one? This one right here, this was at 1130 on the button, right? This is where you broke out of the MA line. This is what I was telling you guys the other day. When they break the MA, you usually get 4 to 5 green candles. And see that stretch right there? You see those candles going up?
Yeah.
Yours are yellow and purple. Yeah. Okay, so it happened again here at 1340. It did the same thing. Once it pops that MA line, see how you get 1, 2, well, you got 2 little green ones or 2 red ones, but the rest were green going up. So it did that like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times throughout, 7 times throughout the day. So if you all are ever, if you're ever in doubt, read your EWO for your confirmation. If you see that the next candle or next 2 candles is getting bigger, that's the momentum coming. So it's telling you that it's going up. So I did a total of 10 trades all today, and I did just that specific thing. If I was late to the party, how could I get in? So I got in off of my knowledge with the EWO, and I made money on all 10 trades.
Mm-hmm.
Good job, Vinny. Way to go.
I mean, they weren't life changing, but hey, you know, for any newbies out there that's thinking about it, it can be done. You know, as long as you use
percentage-wise, the gain on the trade was tremendous.
Oh yeah. So, I mean, I can't urge people enough. A lot of people say it's a lot of money. Yeah, you know, I'm a disabled vet. I don't have a whole lot of money to deal with anyhow. But you know, if you got it, and it's worth the education. You're getting the education that you can't get anywhere else for that price. Because if you go to college, we all know how that's going to go. Then you got to repayment
this stuff either.
Right, and then you have the repayment and all that. So I just want to give the fam a shout out. You know, if anybody's listening and they're on the fence about it, do it. You know,
where do they go to? Where do they go to learn that, DJ?
Oh, there's only one place, Mark. That's AmericanDreamTrading.com.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, and they have the most helpful staff, helpful people. It's great.
People helping people.
And it's a family too.
It's
a family.
Great man, Chad W. Christian.
I just want to tell you guys a quick story, and I'm going to try not to cry about it. But
this shot's for you, DJ.
I served my country for 23 years. I spent 2005 to 2006 in the desert of Iraq, and I came home. Well, within 6 months, I lost my mom, my sister, my brother. And then the past 2 years, I lost my dad and my other sister. So as far as that sibling rivalry, I don't have that anymore, you know, and it's like I'm the last of the Mohicans. But, you know, I got my sister, Dawn. I got my little sister, Christina. Right, I got my brother, Mark. And I got my other brother that likes to pick on me, Ralph.
nephew.
You know, so
we are your new family.
That's why I'm here every day, and I'm just trying to make it like y'all.
Thank you for your service, Benny.
Sure.
And I'm so sorry for all of your losses, but you know what? Sure. You did gain a new family in us, so we love you, man.
And they asked me why I don't drink. Well, I deal with it.
I saw the picture whenever he was.
Oh, here I am pouring a shot. Sorry, man.
No, I drink on occasions, but no.
Yeah.
I lost a brother to cirrhosis of the liver. He basically drank himself to death. But
yeah, that's not.
Yeah, being the youngest of everybody, I pretty much learned through life by watching everybody else.
There you go.
You know, I knew that wasn't for me, and I could have went down the wrong road real quick.
I did the same thing with my parents, Benny. Both of my parents, you know what I mean? So, yeah.
Yeah, my dad lived till 94. I can only hope. Yeah.
Yep. So, I get it. I know the road I don't want to go down. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, listen, the addictive personality, I put it towards this.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
So,
yeah. Whatever I get into, I always stay focused on. I've always done that from the military to civilian. And, you know, I mean, I lost my ass in 2008 with the stock market crash. And a couple weeks ago, I lost my ass with Alibaba. And I was like, I'm never going to do this again. And there I am watching Coach, and I'm like, I'm gonna fucking do it again.
I don't like the Chinese stocks.
I don't think anybody likes that one.
I don't either. They dropped from 89 to 73, and I'm like, you got to be kidding me.
I think you've got some bad actors involved in those.
Yeah,
they don't act normal. So I
Yeah,
just,
back in the day, they used to say there's more shifty shit going on in the Asian market than it is in
Right.
the U.S. market. But
exactly. So why would I even presume that they are capitalists? They're not. And so
well, I always give everybody a chance. I'm a nice guy. I give them a chance, and
That's one thing about our ADD community. We have a very strong service member veteran base in our active and retired.
absolutely.
Yeah.
So Bucket, you keep on dodging us.
now we can't hear them.
How am I dodging you?
Oh, there he is.
By shutting off your camera.
Oh.
And
Okay,
then
what's
I
up?
keep on asking you.
Hey,
when you
Dawn.
decide on-
Dawn. Don't listen to Ted. Hey, Dawn. Did you hear about this company? I just kind of FYI you. Okay? They are
At a new high of day.
electronics component
At a new high of day.
that operates two
Meta.
segments, electronic
Meta,
components
new high
in
of day.
Farnell. The segment sells, distributes semiconductors, interconnect, passive and electromechanical components, and other integrated components
Oh, you
for
must be talking about
electronic
Avnet.
component manufacturers. What's the name of that company, Dawn? Avnet.
Oh, it ain't
Just
having
like TSM, just like TSM, they were rocketing this morning, and then now they're down.
Avnet.
Which one was you looking at, Bucket?
Oh my God.
ANET.
I
Which
never
one was you
laughed
looking
so
at,
hard in my
Bucket?
life.
You know what? I'm going to go through the old videos and see if I
I
said Avnet.
just reviewed Avnet. I studied it. I was preparing for it. It was right up Mr. Technology's game map, semiconductors, all that. It's not like Avnet sells women's perfume in Thailand. It's an industrial electronic component manufacturer and combiner. So, would you all agree, if you've heard the word Avnet, that this is one of the stocks Ted's talking about? I guarantee
Hey, Bucket,
the
Bucket,
answer is yes.
Bucket. That's almost as bad as Tesla.
Oh my God.
Oh, he went there.
I mean,
I just wasted 3 days.
Slowly I turn.
Look at the look on your face, Bucket.
Inch by inch, step by step.
Oh
I
my God.
mean, you tell me.
Stop laughing.
Tell me if I'm wrong. Okay, it's not like it was, I don't know, selling jujubes. Yeah. So I'm
No, my
tracking it.
thing was the way Ted came in with, well, Avnet. What are you talking about? And I'm like, wait a minute. I know exactly what he said. Avnet, but I thought Ted was joking. He was seriously confused. Like, what are you talking about, Avnet? I'm like, he doesn't
I'm
know
not
Avnet.
above
He
a
was
senior
talking
moment. I could
about
have
it.
said Avnet instead of Annet.
Oh my God, that was so funny.
Look at Bucket.
So was it so that company you studied for 3 days good to invest in?
One
Or
thing I
not?
do know in
3
my
days.
limited
Oh, shit.
And here's Ted.
in my limited
It's like, what do
exposure
you
to
mean
the
they didn't have
legal
a great day
community,
today? And I'm going,
you don't
Ted,
have any
it's $1 million
damages,
the
do
whole
you?
day. No, it hasn't. It's new 40. Ted, it's only worth $40. What? No, it's not. Oh,
Yeah, when you said it had a little bit of bump and I saw it was at 4% for the day, I'm like, what kind of standards do you have, dude?
yeah, exactly.
So is that company any good, Bucket, or not?
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna buy some options on Avnet
Yeah.
based on your recommendation.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. You know, I feel like I should buy at least 10 shares of it for the effort I put in. But you
Right.
know,
You know
what's
something
gonna
about the
happen?
company
day I do
now.
it's in a tank, you know. So, good God.
That
Anyway,
was hilarious. You got to admit that was funny.
Oh,
that
it was.
funny.
I mean, dude, you guys, I was tracking it all day, and I'm like, oh, this is the
I could
perfect
picture
buying
your face
opportunity.
and everything saying it. It's
That's
like you probably. Well, shit! I just wasted 3 days.
Yeah.
3 days in researching that.
I was waiting for a time. I was thinking, okay, cash secured put. It's dropped down to under $40. It's below VWAP, and that's why I said.
Right.
That's why I raised my hand because I wanted Ted to. Hey, is this a good buying opportunity? And he's like,
And Ted's like, what the hell are you talking about?
Yeah.
Bucket, I don't see any damages since you didn't get into the trade. So
no, there's no damages. No
That's good.
damages. I just think it's hysterical.
But hey, he's
It
got
was.
some
and I'm
was
not
good.
above
So-
making mistakes. So and if I did, I apologize for for leading you
What would
astray.
be cool is if he actually gets a good
Hey,
trade out
Ralph.
of it. Since you're
Ralph.
Made $10,000 off of it.
hell yeah.
But Bucket, did you decide what you're going to do on Nvidia, or are you just going to go to
Okay,
test?
here's the deal. I'm gonna do some. I'm throwing out all my charts this weekend. It's time to refresh. We're into February. I'm gonna clean my charts up on Nvidia, but I think our discussion that occurred at the end of the Zoom call today allowed me a little bit, or made me feel a little bit more comfortable in performing day trades, probably 2 weeks out to play. But then I honestly going to see what happens Monday. Look, it's got to pull back a little, and when they do, I am going to buy a call. Nice. I don't know if it's a week. The same. Okay, so look, earnings occur one day before contract expiration. Yep. Okay, so I think the call is on a Thursday, Ted, and obviously everything expires on Friday. I may be wrong. It may be 2 days.
I think you're absolutely right.
So I'm wondering, maybe do I go another week past it for protection? The problem is it gets so frigging expensive, right?
Yeah.
Because adding another week to NVIDIA, what I did today, y'all, and I was explaining it in Zoom, is when I like to look at, someone uses the term market movers, or, what their estimate of the movement of a stock is going to be. And one of the ways to do that in Webull is go to, instead of the single option, go to what the current in the money is, straddle. And that price is usually the plus or minus of what they think the stock is going to do by that expiration date, because obviously they're trying to protect themselves, right? So it's $63. So that means at today's price at 660, the whoever is calculating all this is estimating the price of the stock will be between 720 and 600, right? So then what did I do? The next thing I did is I went and I compared the call and the put option prices with the exact same delta, and found that the calls are more expensive than the puts, which means the market thinks calls is the answer because there's a higher premium on calls than puts. Right. This is my logic that I'm just running through, right? So, Ted, that's where I'm at. I think Monday, if it does go down, I think there's got to be some breed back. There was absolutely none today. And this stock moves anywhere from $12 to $20 in a day. Yeah. So I'm thinking on a breathe back, I will go ahead and get a call, but only on Monday. I will do Mark's philosophy. Monday, I'll do Friday. If it's Tuesday or Wednesday, late Tuesday, I'm going to move to the following week. It is more expensive, but NVIDIA has, since that up run, has always returned, right?
NVIDIA, you're talking about the hand cream, right? NVIDIA.
Yes. Thank you again. So what I'm thinking is, because we're all bullish, and I mean everybody that was talking in the Zoom, the likelihood, although not impossible, that the stock plummets below 600 is very not unrealistic, probably not going to happen. So I already have downward protection from the call to some extent. Right. So I think from all the comments and that's a great discussion. From all the comments, I'm going to probably look at doing that on Monday. And then if we do by chance get, an Amber Heard day, I'm sorry. I'm going heavy.
Be careful on Monday, Bucket. Be careful on Monday.
Why?
You all know what happened today, right?
No, what happened today?
In the world news.
Oh,
yeah.
Be a little careful. Just be mindful.
Yeah, that's why. Hey, look, if it has a day down, that's what I'm telling you.
But it's Monday. Right. Monday, it could have a little dip.
Correct. And I'm hoping it does, DJ.
Right. Just be careful.
We're going to play the call regardless. You'll be happy to have it.
Put me down. What happened?
The U.S. did strikes on Iraq.
Guys, let's not mention it on the live.
Oh, all right. Sorry.
But, watch world news is what he's saying.
Yeah,
Okay.
just be careful because that does impact our market.
Yeah.
That does
So
impact our market.
Okay, back to your play.
Yeah.
The reporting is a Wednesday.
Okay, so we do have till Friday. Then that
you
gives
do
me a
have
little
Friday,
more.
so you can play. I mean, on Monday you're just playing 3 weeks out. If you went to the 23rd, I cannot believe what limited time we have.
I know.
And you know, I kind of said it before. Every day that goes by it becomes more and more likely that this thing's just going to continue to run up because people will want to get in.
What's the strike price you're looking at, Bucket?
I should not have waited on Meta this week. I wanted below 390, and I've been trying to get below 390 on Meta all week. Even at night, it's 390 or 389 point then, and I put in a call or a pickup of 388 or something like that, and I missed it. And look what happened. I mean, it's $100 different than it was at the start of this week. So we can't hope for a retracement. And at some point, we're just getting too close. And for NVIDIA, I mean, maybe it's because of the people I'm surrounded by, which is y'all. It's just super positive, right? I just hear a lot of positivity about NVIDIA, which scares the living daylights out of me, to be honest.
So this weekend.
Why? Because groupthink. We're all thinking the same thing, right?
It's dangerous. That could be very dangerous. It really can.
I know, but
strike price?
And
what's your strike price you're looking at?
Reasons we attack Chris, right? It's not delivery and getting into his charts and stuff is one thing, but when Chris comes up and says, "Hey, it could possibly go back here," and everybody's like, "Shut up, Chris! Chris, shut up!" Oh, maybe that's just me. Okay, maybe it's just me. Hey, shut up, Chris! I don't want to hear it. Because that idea that there's a contrarian view that something could happen. But I mean, even yesterday, it's clear this thing has legs. And Ted and I were actually watching candles today in the afternoon. This is Friday after an enormous run up. And I can tell you for AMD and NVIDIA, the buyers would not let those candles go negative. Yeah. I mean, they fought them. I mean, they fought candle for candle. I was watching it on the volume indicators. I mean, it'd be like the start of a candle would be 15,000 sells, and the next thing 21,000 buys. Then it'd be the next candle would start out 22,000 sells, and it'd be 35 buys. Right? It always started negative, and they just fought those candles. I mean, it's like people are. Or it could be a setup, right? Keep it high, keep it high.
Yeah.
Keep it
high. Here's the thing. I don't agree with Jim Cramer on everything, but he's not a total idiot, right?
Okay.
And one of the things that he said when he was doing hedge fund trading, he says the dangerous game is when those hedge fund players they sell. Obviously, in order to drive the market, they sell their shares, right? In order to drive the price down. But that's a little bit of a gamble because the price could go up faster than they can buy it back.
Right.
And so that's the reason I think why the stocks kind of stayed up is because these guys weren't willing to make that bet because they feared that they'd have to buy in at higher levels, which represents a loss to them.
Right.
So I think that's what's going to be going on from here until earnings is that the hedge guys aren't going to be playing this aggressively because it's just a losing game for them.
And then sometimes they just start buying to, I guess, fill their books up. I mean, they buy for all sorts of reasons,
Yeah.
But whenever the market moves like it moved today, they got to have an overbuy, I guess, a certain date. And they're just going to keep buying and hold that throttle to just try to get a better price. But, this just keep going up on them,
And that's not to say it's not going to have a breathe back. I think what we came to the conclusion, Bucket, is if it doesn't breathe back in the next couple of days, then it's a zero-sum game for you because if it does breathe back, you're back down to what you would have bought it on Monday or Tuesday anyway, right?
Right.
What price were you looking at, Bucket?
Your point is to get in.
Yeah.
The best time to get into this stock was 10 days ago. And if you can't do that, do it as soon as possible.
Correct. Correct. Absolutely.
So what price were you looking at, Bucket?
I'd love to get in at 625.
625.
What did it close?
You know that's not going to happen.
Yeah, I know, Benny. Thanks. I wanted to get in a med at 388.
I'm not a rocket scientist, but I don't think that's happening, buddy. Yeah. I mean, you might stand a chance at 656 areas somewhere between, 658, 656, somewhere around there.
It had never been to 656 until today.
Hell no. It's already
calling that the
new talking about NVIDIA? You're talking about NVIDIA, right? Yeah, 665 it was the high.
What I'm saying is you're saying you might be able to get in at 656. Understand, NVIDIA never saw 656 until today in its history.
Yeah.
And
right.
But
we're also talking about a breathe back. So if it's going to give anything back, it's not going to be a whole lot
right now. We
it's
know
already up $2
a day
in the aftermarket.
Right.
Exactly. Okay.
That's like Chipotle. You ever looked at Chipotle stock? And for the life of me, I can't figure out why that is so high and technology like this is so low. They should be like reversed, I think.
I tell you what, we're going to wake up Monday morning and barring any international news, I think it's going to be another case where AMD and NVIDIA are already up at least 2 percentage points. And it's rinse and repeat time.
Fucking said thanks. I was looking for entry.
So I haven't got a good question that a lot of traders, get caught up in. Listen,
what's that?
Yes, the S&P did make an all-time high. If you try to, the one thing I learned is continuation is more likely than change, right? High usually means higher. You try to jump in on the put when the market is raising like this, you're gonna get your face ripped off. That's all I'm just saying. Be careful, right?
Yeah,
play what the market gives you. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that put that I put in there, that was high risk.
Every time you be like, well, it's not been high, it got to come down right now. You get in, and then what happens? Boom.
Right.
It just rip you again. You know what I'm saying? Same thing on the downside. So, hey, trade the chart. Whatever the chart says, get in. You be like, oh, it's up at the top right now. And then that goes, wait on the green Evo signal, get in, keep it tight, just follow the road, right?
And Bucket, I guess
another ball, get in.
Yeah, Ralph, that was that one at 12 something. That was pretty risky. But I was reading the candles, the thickness of the candles and the shortness of the candles. And I'm like, this thing's gonna knife drop. And it's like Coach always talks about the same thing. It's when it's coming, you might get like a 30-second window of when it's coming. And you're either in it or you missed it.
Another thing you gotta watch out for. The first change of character don't mean that the trend is over, right? So
right.
I had
That's
that
correct.
going on today with one of my trades, right? So
I did that yesterday with Dawn.
I'm waiting on it. I'm like, okay, we got a higher high because we went a downtrend. I'm like, we got a higher high. All we need is a higher low. What happened? Lower low. You know what I'm saying? So look at how strong this trend is. Just because you got a little dip don't mean it's going to come down and then just start falling.
Oh, no, it don't matter.
Pull back and get a second win and go way higher than you ever expected it to go,
Right.
So just be mindful of that.
Well, Bucket, I guess that's a really good point. Is one of the things that I kind of learned about Coach is he really does not concern himself too much about price.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right? If you ask him, he's the first one to tell you that he doesn't really focus on that because if he's in a trade that he thinks is going to go up, price will kind of take care of itself.
Yeah. It's more about mechanics than it is.
It's more about the mechanics. So,
Exactly.
Obviously entry point's important, but if you're talking about a long-term play like this and you feel, and I think you do, feel reasonably comfortable that this is going to move in a positive direction, then the price becomes almost it'll be a nominal difference in terms of your profits. Talking about contracts.
It's a sticky situation. You be like, well, I'm gonna wait for a pullback.
Hey,
Next
Dawn.
thing you know, you wait.
Yep.
Now it's a worse price than it was when you was
Yeah,
waiting. You know?
Yeah, exactly, Ralph.
You remember your SPY trade yesterday, right?
Yeah.
How coach teaches you if you made it through all that, then why would you give that up? Stay in it.
Yeah.
Remember yesterday, I was like coaching you or cheering you on.
Yeah, that was awesome. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Yep. But yeah, that was
pretty cool.
amazing. I know. I was thinking about getting a SPY today, but I decided to try to chase Ford down a little bit. But yeah, we'll do that again. We'll do
I
that
thought that
again.
was cool. Yeah.
But
Yeah,
just
that
for
was
that
fun.
reason right there, DJ and Emmy, that's why you got to be like wary of those resistance points, right? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So if it's coming up and you be like, say like if you got in and then it just dipped on you, you wait through all that and then you get out. That's the psychology of traders when they're trapped, and it usually be an automatic reaction right there, right? That's that's what forms the double tops and double bottoms that the price reverse on, because traders that get trapped up in a trade that they think is going higher, and now they be like they wait and they wait and they wait and they wait, and then as soon as the price come back up and free them, what they do, get out. You know what I mean?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So.
And Mark C was getting everybody into Ford, and he didn't get to Ford himself.
Yeah, he lined us up to jump up, go over a Ford. But he like, come on, we're gonna get on Ford. Lined us up. We got in. He like, suckers, I'm going to trade spot. The hell? What was that, Mark?
He's like the Pied Piper, and he just
I was
ready.
Out
of the way.
I was ready. Just SPY presented
He took off and left you on the corner.
I wasn't even thinking about Ford. He just advertised it so hard.
Yeah, I went on over there, but it did do it. In all fairness, it did do it again today. So
yeah, it worked out. But
so Don, I guess
how much was it?
What's that?
Are you going to? Is there a specific time that we're going to watch our homework assignment?
I was thinking about maybe doing it the same time we did it last week. I think that was about 2:00 on Sunday, 2 or 3 o'clock. But in your time zone, that's different, isn't it?
What's the homework assignment?
It's the new Neighbors movie. Well, not new, but it's the remake of the Neighbors movie.
What's that?
You know, it's Sheila.
It's a comedy.
Sheila's a nice lady.
Comedy. Check the.
It's hilarious, Bucky. You'll love it.
Yeah. So, but what we're gonna do is, if you guys have Google Chrome, all you have to do is type in teleparty.com or netflixparty.com. Teleparty is the same thing as netflixparty.com, and it'll instruct you to add the Google extension. Once you do that, it'll be at the top of your screen. All you got to do is click on that, and if I've sent you the link, all you have to do is click on that, and it'll let you in to watch the movie, and we can chat on the sidebar. Yeah, you can't talk through it, but you can chat through it. Yeah, it was fun, man.
Wow.
I want to watch Eat the Rich with you guys. I think that would be really good.
That's the one you should watch. Eat the Rich. That one's.
Yeah, I think we should schedule that one up. So
that's with the real people there.
Is that zombies or something?
No, that's about GameStop. Eat the Rich GameStop saga.
The documentary
version. With the real people. It's three. I think it's 3 shows, but they're only like 40 minutes or 45 minutes a piece or something. I think.
Right.
I think that would be cool.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, it's better than that Dumb Money movie.
Money movie.
Dumb Money just kind of skimmed it over. It was about the GameStop and Robin Hood and all that stuff, that whole fiasco.
Yeah,
that was I thought it was ignorant. Dumb Money. That Eat the Rich one is a lot better.
What group do we all come from? American Dream Trading.
Dream Trading.
Hey,
Hey, sorry about that, Mark. I had already hit the button.
Hey,
No,
did you
say
notice
today-
in that
today's
little
the
video
last-
you did, his YouTube subscribers was 8440.
What's that?
His YouTube subscribers was 8440 back then. You can see when he's staring at the screen over there, it's YouTube and it has that number 8440.
Wow. Yeah, we're working on it. We're trying to get him to that 10K. We only got 626 to go.
You know, and Gilly puts up all those psychedelic backgrounds. Of course, Bucket puts one up, and Don doesn't say crap.
I didn't see it.
I like it.
That's pretty. Hold on. Let me do the Gilly.
Ted. I like Ted's better.
Hold on. We'll look at both of them. Oh,
That's
wait a
me.
minute.
Yeah.
Wrong one.
Wrong.
Oh, that's psychedelic. Here's
Yeah, that
Bucket.
is psychedelic. Hold on. Where the hell did he go?
Oh,
okay.
Come
Here
away
he is.
so you can see it.
Wait a minute. Wow, look at that.
Ooh, that's really
Dude,
nice.
that looks like a AI tornado or something.
I like Ted's better.
With the northern lights, right? It looks like northern lights because it's blinking.
Yeah, that's really good.
I like that. I bet Gilly, if he's watching it, he loves it.
Yeah, it's hard to beat that.
All right,
Bucket,
Bucket.
you're crazy. That is cool, Bucket.
All right.
Bucket's
thank
your
you.
character.
Go ahead and show Ted's.
Yeah,
like
I'm going
Ted's.
to Ted's now.
I like
Ted,
Ted's
yeah.
better.
Yeah. Avnet.
Avnet.
And it's backwards. That's even funnier.
Oh yeah, you got to mirror.
Oh,
you got to
okay.
mirror it. You got to mirror it.
In fact, we should be
There you
sponsored by them now.
Crust Stock Pick of the Day.
Brought to you by Avnet.
The whole
Bucket, what ticket
silence
said-
right after Ted said, "Well, what are you talking about?" I don't know. And then it was like 2 seconds of complete silence before Bucket said, "Well, shit."
That was
That's a
funny.
great thing.
You
I
can
heard
imagine, like, just sitting there, like, what?
Bucket, so
What do
you
you
mean to
mean?
tell me I've been tracking the wrong stock for 3 days?
You can imagine him just sitting there, like, puzzled, like, why are you acting like you don't know what I'm talking about?
Hey,
3 days to get a good buy-in opportunity, and then Ted just crushes the dreams, crushes them.
Every time
today's
I
the last
say
day
that,
for your
like,
VIP.
bring me back in.
Today's the last day for your VIP promotional video that you have. Also, you have to change
You're
that.
gold. Yeah, you better
Oh,
show
you
it.
know what? Yeah, it is. You know
That's
what?
at midnight tonight. That expires. The price goes up from 15 to
Okay,
25.
we got to talk to Coach about getting
I
you a
thought it was
discount. I
already
want you in the gold club.
He said midnight. I think. Pretty sure he said midnight.
Shoot, that's why I didn't play it. Let's give it a run. Those of you that don't know about the VIP Gold, check it out.
This is the VIP Gold membership. If you buy the VIP Gold, it's $4,000 for the year. If you just want to add it onto your existing VIP services, it's only $1,500. We now, for VIP Gold members, have weekend mastermind class, free 1-hour text, VIP Gold help desk support. You get moved right to the front of the line. You're also going to get our brand new news service. We've never done this before. We're also going to be offering, for the first time, we've never done this before at American Dream Trading, some afternoon breakout sessions. So sign up right now. And by the way, don't hold me to that add-on price of $1,500, because I originally wanted to do it at $2,500, and I'm sure I'm going to end up going up to that price. So get ready for that price to go up. If you get it now at $1,500, you will be grandfathered in. VIP is where it is at.
Dude, that song freaking rocks. I love that song. Anyway.
What song is that?
The background music for that video. That just is
Yeah,
badass.
I
I
like
love
the
that.
song.
As soon
Is
as
that
I
like
heard it, I'm
public
like,
domain?
Claude ain't have no.
huh?
Is that like public domain stuff?
Yeah.
How do you
Yeah,
find
yeah.
that?
I go on YouTube and look up royalty. Since YouTube is so strict, I go on YouTube and look up royalty free music that I can use. That way we don't have to deal with any copyright restrictions when I put it out.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's right.
I figured go to the source. Well, what the hell can I use? Because I was using an app that provides a whole slew of background music that was awesome. And I was in the assumption that it was copyright free. But when I started using some of it, come to find out they have to put you on a whitelist that when you use it, YouTube acknowledges it and won't copyright strike you. So instead of going through all that, I just go to YouTube and whatever type of music I'm into putting into the video, I just, look for a copyright royalty-free version of it on YouTube. No, so little tip, if you are a creator and you're looking to try to avoid the copyright strikes, go to YouTube. They have a whole slew of different types of music and just query copyright-free music, trap music, country music, whatever, and you can find a whole bunch of stuff.
Zero. I repeat, zero artistic ability. I'm an engineer. Zero.
Well, it's okay. I'll do something.
I got you, Dawn. That's what I got.
That's
okay?
right, baby. Use me
I'm
up.
zero on this side of it. I mean,
expand your mind, expand your brain, learn how to play the guitar.
Yeah, I mean, Mark, look, Mark's not very artistic. Don't look at his screens. The whole reason he keeps those up is that's the only art in his house. All those. Look at
the way he's looking.
Yeah.
He is unapologetic too.
Nope,
He's like,
that's
that's
it.
right.
Okay.
So what's the problem?
I'm even trying to look at what he's got there. I mean, some of those, it can't be today. I mean, that thing crashed like a rock, whatever that is.
This is I can't tell you what that one is because it causes you to twitch. Do I need to say the word? Do I need to say the word?
No.
He said because it causes you to twitch.
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
The Tesla twitch.
I was looking out for your health.
You're like Sergeant. What is the guy from Stripes? Huck.
Sergeant Hulka.
Hulka.
He's the big toe. Sergeant Hulk is not going to be here.
You remember towards the end he starts twitching.
All right.
There's a stock I know where Bucket goes. It's called Tesla. Twitch. Oh my God! Remember that, Ted? Flintstones, baby.
There's a town I know where all the twisters go.
Called Bedrock. Twist.
How you
That's
doing?
one of my favorite episodes.
Remember Dum Dum the Gazoo?
Yeah.
Oh, I love him.
He was
Kazoo,
great.
I love him.
Kazoo was. I just mentioned Kazoo. Remember, I said I could picture Coach's face in Kazoo's helmet and just floating over us, telling us.
Oh,
to
there
stop
you go. There's a Photoshop opportunity.
I'm on it.
Hey, Bucky, you like my background now?
There should be old people on this panel. They all know these old cartoons from the 60s.
Oh, remember Pebbles and Bam Bam?
Oh, yeah.
Open up your hearts and let the sun shine in.
Right. Oh, my favorite. Look, I love the one where they actually grew up and he tried to marry Pebbles and Fred was chasing them all over town, trying to keep them from dating and ended up getting married. Oh,
Pebbles
man.
and Bam Bam was the ultimate spinoff.
Okay.
Well, guys, you want to wrap it up for tonight? So you
Yes,
can
I'm doing my shot.
with your families.
As well.
I don't do Crustables, but I'll do a shot.
There you go. Take it right now for us.
Mark had a crustable background the other day.
Nice, Ted. Nice.
We had a good week, guys.
Hey.
That's for the shot.
No coming in his own room, John. Ted.
Diesel Dan, and Juan. Thank you for the tips, guys. I appreciate you. Thank you so very much.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Have a fantastic weekend. And I will put the link in the membership lounge for the movie. Those of you that want to come watch it with me on Sunday afternoon. And don't forget tomorrow, if you are a VIP Gold member, David's got the weekend training that we are going to get. The hell's that?
I don't know what
I was adding that Netflix. I was in.
Oh,
The,
you
I was
added
at that Netflix party thing.
Okay, cool.
Oh, okay. What time is that going to be?
That's going to be 2 p. No, well, let's go for 3 p.m. on Sunday. That way it's 1 o'clock your time. And we're done
That would be
before
noon.
like
That'd be
5
noon.
o'clock.
That'd be noon. You
Yeah.
got to subtract 3 hours from Eastern
Yeah,
time.
3. Right.
Ain't no party like a Netflix party. Woo,
There you go.
woo, woo, woo.
We'll see.
See everybody.
Have a
All
great
right,
weekend,
guys.
y'all. Be
You
safe.
know what that means, Don?
4
That we have seen
4
each other
a.m.
for
Monday.
7 straight days.
Huh?
You're going to the Gold tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
11
So
a.m.
that means that
Eastern.
we've seen each other for 7 straight days. We don't even get a
Hey,
break.
That's
we're
right.
addicted.
See you guys.
But there's worse
See ya.
things to be addicted to. Have a good one. I'll see you
Bye-bye.
tomorrow. Hey, everybody down in the chat, thank you for being here. I'm sorry I didn't even say shout out to everybody, Miranda, all you guys, TJ, Chris D, Diesel Dan, Timo, everybody down there. I appreciate all of you guys coming and hanging out. You guys are amazing. Have a fantastic weekend if I don't talk to you, and I will see you guys Monday.